Hi, this is Maya Pingle with In Alliance Movement. I am videotaping this for my students at Metro State University. This is Annie, and she is the owner of Pilates Downtown here in Denver. We are going to go through the reasons we do centering exercises and prep work in order to be successful in the Joseph Pilates intermediate mat exercises that I will take Annie through with flow using partnering as well as words and cues that we've talked about in class. So Annie, just go ahead, staying right there. We're going to start with an accordion breath. Her hands can cross or her hands can open, and she's going to go ahead and start breathing four-dimensionally, trying to find space. She's centering her body to create more space, to find a place where her body and her mind work together. Great. Annie, take your hands into your belly, and I want you to think of inhaling in that accordion breath widely, and exhale, pull your hands into your belly without changing your pelvis. Great, without shrugging your shoulders down. And exhale, excellent. Take your hands behind your head, clasping them, place them behind your head, and narrow your elbows. We call it butterfly wings. Widen and narrow, excellent. Staying in this narrow position, press me up with your elbows just enough to wrap your shoulder blades around the front of your chest wall, lengthening your spine. As you're there, feel your head pressing back into your hands right here like a hammock or a sling. Lovely. With those three things, we're going to begin with the hundreds. The 100 is going to be, Annie's head is going to be facing this way and her legs will be here. We're going to start from a progression more so go ahead, Annie, and press your arms back into the mat. Think of wrapping your triceps in towards your chest wall, finding a spiraling of the arms, as you can see, and pressing back, and just shrug your armpits up slightly. From there, Annie, float your head up, band number 1, and chin to your throat 2. Slide your arms along the mat, and lift your chest right there more than you think, getting into that ball breath. Inhale an accordion breath, exhale a ball breath, pulling your belly in more, and start pumping your arms down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, pulling belly in towards spine. You're widening your back, pulling your belly in more, and this exhale, float this knee up. Inhale, and exhale, the next knee floats up. Inhale here, think of spines lift, press your heels down into my hand just slightly to lift up the sit bone hamstring area without pushing down in your lumbar spine and your waist. From here, Annie is going to up level it, not necessary for everyone, as she reaches her hamstrings and her legs up. As she's here, she's going to press me up, pushing through the heels up into my hand. And then as she keeps thinking of lifting the back of her leg, lifting your chest, reaching her fingernails, she's going to lower her legs. Watching with her belly, pulling in towards her spine. Lovely, Annie. Right here, I'm going to keep giving her support. Press me down just enough. And like I'm pulling off your boots, drag your heels back into your nose to finish your 100. Bending knees, bending knees, bending knees. I can promise you I didn't count, so I'm not absolutely positive I just took you through 100, but I was watching Annie's body. Go ahead and straighten your legs along the mat, Annie. Flex your feet. You're going to use abduction, drawing your legs together, especially from the top of the femur bones. From here, float your arms up to the ceiling. You're going to float your head through your arms, keeping your pelvis here longer. Go ahead and float the next shoulder band, chest band, and as if I'm pulling your belly back in space, keep going forward, trying to keep your pelvis there as long as you can. Press your palms against a table and slide them along the table, and watch her lovely flexion through her spine. She reaches her heels along the mat and she rolls back, starting with her pelvis, spinning and spiraling onto her leg bones. She reaches those heels and lifts her arms. Good. She's going to do just 2 more today. Inhale, and at her tempo, exhaling as if I'm pulling a band like a scarf back in space. Lovely. Here's the table, and as she slides back down, she keeps that idea. Now lowering her arms, yes, challenging herself even more. And last one, inhale, pulling belly back, exhale, go over it, Annie, so lovely. And she's gonna stay here and zip up her spine. We're gonna change the order and go into spine stretch. Legs come open to a straddle. Inhale here, head first, chin to the throat, exhale, and keep going as if I have that same band. She keeps going into your spine, and then inhale back up when you need to. And again, inhale. She can use my leg like a wall, and she takes her ribs off of her pelvis, goes further. Now dig your heels down and feel like you have a lift from underneath. And then when you're out of breath, inhale up tall. If you'd like, you lift your arms even higher. And last one, exhale and go. All of these will be modifications for you, for your body, or up leveling it for your body today. And lift all the way up. And go ahead and reach your arms, stay in there, draw your legs together, and do a roll down all the way to the mat, coming forward, and then keeping your arms by your ears, more advanced. Roll all the way down, changing your pelvis onto your legs, and great. Pull your right knee into your chest. Giving yourself a nice little tug here, straighten that leg up to the ceiling. One tree. Take the hands behind the base of the sit bone hamstring. Float your head up 1, 2 wide elbows, and walk up your tree, one palm at a time. She's doing this to get this idea of really getting the back of her leg, and roll back down. Inhale and exhale. Great. And stay in there, press your arms down by your side. Externally rotate your leg from heel to sit bone. She's gonna practice single leg circle going across her body. Find me first here, Annie, flexing your foot, and press me in so that you find some adduction here. Go ahead, without crossing your leg over your body, I want you to twist your low spine by taking your pelvis off with it. Inhale there, all breath. Exhale, down and around, exhale up. On your own. Excellent. And again. See how she gets that ball of breath through here the whole time. Last one, and reverse it. Ideally 5 in each position. In each rotation. And good. Last 2. Great. See how her upper arms are really working. And bend your knee into your chest. Great. Go right into the other side. 1 tree into 5 in each direction. Finding where the heel is digging down. She's thinking of an adduction. 1 tree, wide elbows, pulling belly back like that sash, still pulling her back so that she gets this lovely, lovely roundness here. And then all the way back down. Great. Arms by your side, keyhole the leg, and we go again. Reach for me here, Annie. Awesome. Exhale, down and around. Try and release your hip flexor by getting your hamstring to the floor. Because she has this range here, it's okay to allow that range all the way down. 1 more, and down on the floor. Beautiful. Reverse it. Now, Annie, show me one with your knees soft and just stir the back of your leg, less range of motion, which is a modification. What about when your pelvis stays flat and you just stir the back of your leg? And 1 more. Pull that knee into your chest for rolling like a ball. She's gonna float her head up, keep your right leg reached out, and then float up to a seated position. Comes all the way up, pressing shin and palm into each other. Straighten your leg there. Take your hands right by your hips. Lift your hips up. Widening your knees, bend your knees all the way into rolling like a ball. Sit bones to heels. Even farther forward there, just so that you don't land and crash onto the mat. And we go. Inhale, she goes back. And exhale, she floats up and again. She has to think of the palms and the shins into each other. And now she's gonna think of an accordion breath, this widening 4-dimensionally really, and pulling a ball into her low belly. Last one. And feet down. Lift your arms up for some nice stretch and openness in your chest. Bring your arms way behind you. How far back can they go? Even farther. Yeah, by leaning back, lift your hips just enough and take your hips between your arms for the single leg stretch. So you're rolling down, bring your right knee into your chest and elevate your left leg. Here we are again, thinking of that press down like a spine lift right here. Wide elbows, because then it releases the traps. Now lift your chest higher, Annie. Great, and we go. We switch our legs. Switch, switch, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. She's gonna think of widening her ribs. Exhale, pulling that ball into her belly. You can also think of scooping or carving out the inside of your belly. Last one. Bend both knees into your chest, double leg. Arms to her ears and her ears don't lower. Inhale, And exhale, I'm gonna assist her. She comes back in, drag them in, drag them in, drag them in. And go again, like here's the shelf. Use me as the shelf, Annie, to get in the back of your legs, to get into your belly. And again, she's gonna do 5 of these. She only has 2 more, so lovely. Great. And higher, up to your ears, higher, higher. And exhale and come in for scissors. Right leg towards you, left leg away. Legs are up. We're gonna lift this one up and staying about here today. Annie, bend your elbows and reach up to your ankle. More. Yeah, bend your elbows and lift your chest. Yeah, now let go of your pelvis a little bit. Great, do you see that change with Annie? Now press down into my heel. Use that to switch. Switch, pull your legs apart. Switch, pull your legs apart. Inhale and X. Elbows high by your ears. Yeah, inhale and exhale. I'm giving Annie this little shelf here, but now Annie, go further with your bottom leg. Yeah, it might help Annie open her hips, but is she pulling her elbows more to do that effort? Instead, pull your belly and then legs up to the ceiling. Clasp your hands behind your head like we practiced before. Lifting up. I would like Annie, who's a dancer, to flex her feet and lift her heels to lower as she lifts her elbows. Now, without pulling from here, I want her to press her shins to come back up. Great, Annie, just 4 more. Inhale. Just 4 more. And exhale, elbows, lovely, ball breath. Use me. Yeah, use me for support like I'm a spring helping and supporting you. I'm gonna say last one here, then widen your elbows, bend your right knee in your chest and left elbow to knee. She goes and she switches. Think here about the legs sliding past each other. Less elbow change and more upper spine twisting. Lovely. Excellent. And bend both knees into your chest and roll up to seated and rest. I've given you a portion of the intermediate mat exercises with Annie here from Pilates Downtown. Thank you so much. Keep watching In Alliance Movement. Thank you very much.